Good morning, everyone. This is Prakash Kumar Gupta from Brilliant Public School, Bhatarai. Today's topic is probability. First of all, we have to learn about the random variable. What is random variable? A random variable, it's denoted by x on a sample space S, is a rule that assign a numerical value to each outcomes of S. S is the sample space, or in other words, a function from S into the set R of real numbers. So x S to R. X is value of random variable x. Rx is the set of numbers assigned by random variable x. That is range space. So random variables we are going to classify now. So according to the number of values which they can assume, that is number of elements in Rx. So first of all is discrete random variable, and the second one is continuous random variable. Random variables which can take on only a finite number or a countable infinity of values. That is Rx is finite or countable infinity. It can be infinity, till infinity, but it should be countable also. Second one is continuous random variable. When the range space Rx is continuous of numbers, for example, an interval or the union of the intervals. Here infinite numbers are there, but here uncountable also. Next is probability distribution. How we distribute the probability. So this we'll understand with an example. In the experiment consisting of 4 tosses of a coin, assume that all 16 outcomes are equally likely. Then the probability mass function for the total number of heads is, so suppose 0 heads. What is the probability of getting 0 heads? If 4 coins are tossed, it's 1 by 16, right? And what is the probability of getting 1? It's 1 by 4. Probability of getting 2 head, 3 by 8. Probability of getting 3 head, 1 by 4. Probability of getting 4 heads or 0 tails is 1 by 16. Next is discrete random variable. A random variable assigns a numerical value to outcomes in the space or the sample space of the random phenomenon. A discrete random variable x has finite number of possible values. The probability distribution of x lists the values xi and their probability is pi. Okay, so every pi is a number between 0 to 1. As you are knowing, pi is probability. So probability of any event is ranging from 0 to 1. The sum of pi must be equal to 1. All the probabilities of sample spaces will be equal to 1. So this will understand again with an example. Consider the experiment of tossing a single coin. So define a random variable. X is equal to 1 if head comes, h comes, if and it 0 if t comes, means tail comes. So this is an example of Bernoulli random variable also. The probability function of x is given by the following table. X is equal to 1, then probability is p. X is equal to 0, then probability is 1 minus p. Next is discrete random variable, that we are going to continue it with an example again. Consider tossing a fair coin 3 times. So what is the probability of getting 0 heads? X is the number of heads. Okay, so getting 0 heads 1 by 8, that means all will be the tail. 1 head 3 by 8, 2 heads 3 by 8, and again 3 heads, that means 0 tails 1 by 8. Here some questions also are there with an for examples. What is the probability of tossing at least 2 heads? Probability of at least 2 heads. So at least 2 heads means 0, no, 2 heads or 3 heads. So 2 heads or 3 heads. So 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8 is equal to 2. Second is, what is the probability of tossing a fewer than 3 heads? Fewer than 3 heads means less than 3 heads. So less than 3 heads, these will be included. So 1 by 8 plus 3a by 8 plus 3 by 8. So the answer you are getting 7 by 8. And this is equal to 1 minus px also. 1 minus px means x equals to 3. So 1 by minus this 1 by 8. So we are getting again 7 by 8 only. Next is continuous random variable. According to the fundamental theorem of integral calculus, it is follows the differentiation of the function equals to f dash x. Wherever this derivative exists, f is non-decreasing function. That means f minus infinity equals to 0 and f infinity is equal to 1. Kth moment about the origin, mu ki equals to the integration. This is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x to the power k multiplied with fx dx. Now next term is mathematical expectation. Let x be a random variable having a probability distribution of function fx. Expected value of the random variable is arithmetic mean of the random variable. So the mean or expected value of random variable, that is denoted by mu x. Okay. Then x is a discrete type of random variable. Mu ux equals to e ux, and that is equal to the summation of or the sigma ux fx, or you can say sometimes ui fi. So if x is continuous type of random variable, then mu ux is equal to, or the mathematical expectation is equal to eux, and that only is equal to integration of minus infinity to plus infinity ux fx dx. Next is variance and standard deviation. As you have studied in class 11th, it is also the almost the same of discrete probability distribution. So variance first of all of a discrete random variable. It is denoted by sigma square. Okay, is found by multiplying each possible values of the squared deviation from the mean. So x minus mu whole square by its own probability, and then adding all the products together. So sigma square is equal to it, like a formula we can write sigma x minus mu whole square into px. Okay, and that the another form of the formula are these two also. And standard deviation of a discrete random variable is the positive square root of the variance, that is sigma is equal to, actually it is standard deviation, so sd we must write. So standard deviation is equal to sigma square root. Okay. Next is binomial probability distribution. Notation used for binomial distribution. Number 1, number of trials is represented by n always. The probability of success is represented by p. The total number of successor in n trials is the random variable x, the outcome observed. Because 3, there cannot be a negative number of success, and because there cannot be more than n successes out of n attempts. So x will always be smaller than n but greater than or equal to 0. Probability distribution, binomial probability distribution. And if you want to construct a binomial probability distribution, here we have to assume at least 3 things: n be the number of trials, r be the number of observed successes, and p the probability of success in each trial. So the formula for binomial probability distribution is pr equals to, this one we can write it as, this one we can write ncr also, the combination. Okay, and this is the expanded form of that. So n factorial upon r factorial multiplied with n minus r factorial, p to the power r multiplied by q to the power n minus r. The next is Poisson distribution. The Poisson distribution is again divided by fx equals to mu to the power x e to the power minus mu upon factorial of x. Here fx is the probability of x occurrence in an interval, and mu is the expected value. We have studied expected value or expected mean value of occurrence within an interval. Here e is the natural logarithm, okay, and you are already knowing. So e is equal to 2.71828. Next is normal distribution. It is a distribution that has most of the data in the center with decreasing amounts evenly distributed to the left and the right. Non-normal distributions. Skewed distribution is the distribution with data clumped up on one side or the other with decreasing amount of trailing off to the left side or the right side. So you can observe the diagrams also. Right skewed and left skewed. Distributions can kurtosis in two types. One is platykurtic, another one is leptokurtic. So, or just an non-normal. Okay, the standard normal distribution now. If each data value of a normally distributed random variable x is transformed into a z-score, the result will be the standard normal distribution, and it is normal distribution. If you say this one is normal distribution, so this is standard normal distribution, okay, with mu is equal to 0 and sigma is equal to 1. Use the standard normal table to find the cumulative area under the standard normal curve. This one I have given to you. Standard normal distribution, again the same. Now normal deviate z test. Normal deviate z test formula. This is the formula to find the z test. So z norm deviation or the normal deviation is equal to what? M minus mu sigma m. The z value that is obtained can then be referred or referenced against the normal distribution. So this is the graph of the normal distribution. Okay, thank you very much.